Chris Chelios giving ground in his own end. Now it's cleared to the near side, not out. McGuire held it in. Now Reed around to check, cuts in, shoots. Belfour, a good save on Reed. Rebound came into the slot, handed a drive. Belfour stopped that. Knocked off the puck. Good play by Deblois. Cleared behind the Leaf net. Now came in front. Larmer, his shot is blocked. And Ing seemed to be down and out on the play. I wonder if that was Ellett that saved a goal.
Goulet and Larmer on the wings, and Roenick at center. Ing is down, I think, off Ellett and off the top pad of Ing while he was...
Foose gets it over the Hawk line, dropped it to Shedden. Manson roughed him up along the boards. It came free back to center. There's going to be a penalty against the Blackhawks. Now Shedden in over the Hawk line, centered it. Here's a chance, a shot. Krushelnyski scores. Mike Krushelnyski, as the Hawks relaxed, seeing that there was going to be a penalty coming against them. It cost them a goal, and the Leafs lead 1-0.
Well, you can never relax, regardless of the situation. You can't stop till the whistle blows. I'm afraid he's pass deflected. Krushelnyski deflects it to Shedden. Shedden back out the, I should say, Krushelnyski accepting the pass from Shedden. He just rifled the wrist shot. Doug Shedden with a good play to Krushelnyski, and Krushelnyski buried it over the glove hand of Belfour.
Comes free to the near side. Held in by Goulet. To Larmer, fires! He shot it up over top of the net. Larmer on the far board. Got away from a check. Moves in front center. Goulet. A shot. They score! Jeremy Roenick tucked in a backhander after Steve Larmer set him up beautifully. And the Hawks have tied the game at 1.
Steve Larmer off to a roaring start. Very easily could have 3 goals in the first 5 minutes. Hit a post, was robbed with Ing down, and makes a great play after missing the net. Got his own rebound off the boards. Good job to get away from a check. Fake, moved into the slot, slipped it over to Roenick. Roenick pulled it out front with Petit down, and Ing got a piece of it off the top part of his pad, and it had enough momentum to trickle into the net. Larmer with a terrific effort to set up Jeremy Roenick. Roenick's 20th of the year.
Was dumped into the Toronto zone. Presley center. Gilbert now. Creighton right in. Shoot! And a save by Ing. Rebound. Cleared to the far side. And now came free to the near board. Conroy holds it in to Creighton behind the net. He centered. Presley. Ing the save. Rebound. He score! Greg Gilbert picked up the rebound after 2 near misses for the Hawks. Gilbert fires in a backhander, and the Hawks lead 2-1.
Adam Creighton went wide, tucked it past Ing, looked like it hit Ing, and then hit the post. And Gilbert missed on the rebound. Then the puck came back out to Presley. Presley fired one right on. Great save by Ing, but Adam Creighton on a good feed goes to the backhand, beats Ing, and hits the post. Gilbert just misses putting the rebound in. Then the puck comes back out to Presley from Creighton's wraparound attempt. Good save by Ing, but somehow Gilbert found a hole under the arm, and he tucked it in to give the Blackhawks a 2-1 lead. A good poke check by Belfour, but it looked like it was going to be icing, and the Hawks relaxed once again. The puck squirted out front to McGuire. McGuire just never got the shot off Belfour. 15 feet outside his crease, poked the puck.
Now the draw. Creighton pushes it forward to himself. A quick shot and a good save needed by Ing. Underway as the Wilson tries to clear it in, but Iafrate picked it off to Deblois. Now Broughton 2-on-1 over the line. Aaron Broughton a shot, and he fired it just wide. The counterattack for Goulet. He ran into Gord Brosiker, then got it over the line. Goulet finally surrounded, got it to Roenick. Cutting, and he shoots. He scores! Jeremy Roenick fearlessly cutting to the net, and he fired it by Peter Ing, and the Hawks lead 3-1.
Well, I wonder if Jeremy Roenick would have attempted that move with the old nets and the old posts. And there's the story. A lot of players now just go to the net and they go right into the goaltender. But Goulet was hooked, then got it back to Roenick. Roenick cutting in, gets swatted at by the defenseman, Petit, and then gets his own rebound and crashes right into the net with it. What a nifty play from Michel Goulet in traffic. It was Goulet against 4 players, and they collapsed on him, and he dumped it to Roenick. Somehow he saw him coming late.
Feed Shedden, who gets the line. Doug Shedden dropped to Iafrate right in, and a save by Belfour.
Stint in the minors when it looked like his NHL career was over. And a nice drop pass. Talked about Iafrate not being a factor offensively in the first period. He catches
Gill, and Reed sends it back into the Chicago zone. Presley turns, missed a bouncing puck. Belfour, great save on Reed. After Presley fanned the clearing effort, Dave Reed had a great chance, and Belfour made the stop. Now another chance, and a save by Belfour on Hannon, as the Leafs get 2 good chances in that sequence.
Got to get your body in front of it somehow. Presley tries to swat at it, whiffs on it. good shot on goal again by Reed. So Reed had a good chance early in the first and gets a good scoring chance on a funny hop early in the second period. Back-to-back good saves by Belfour.
And Fenton couldn't get it by Wilson. Yes, he did, says Mark Perry. And now Clark didn't like Wilson taking the shot. Here's McGill and Clark, and the gloves are off, and McGill gets in a couple of short right. And McGill and Clark are slugging it out. Two big, tough customers, and Bob McGill is all over Wendell Clark. And now they continue to flail away. They're slugging it out. Clark and McGill. And finally the linesmen come in there, and I've not seen Wendell Clark get his lunch handed to him the way Bob McGill just did. Slips it over to the far board. Down Foose hits the Hawk line, cutting in front. Now stick handling to the far corner. Centered it. Iafrate the shot. And a save by Belfour. Rebound. Belfour! Great save on Down Foose. And now Larmer out with it. Racing it against Iafrate. He tries to center it. Here's Graham. And a save by Ing, but a Leaf penalty is coming as the Blackhawks get a couple of dandy saves from Belfour and then counterattack. Back to the near point, and Chelios across to Wilson. Back to Chelios. His long shot didn't get through, and the Leafs, Ellett gave it to Reed. Chelios able to hold it in. To Larmer, to Goulet, cutting in front. Now Larmer in traffic, got it to Roenick. All alone to Goulet. He scores! What a play! As Chelios started it off, keeping it in beautifully. And then terrific passing between all three. Larmer, Goulet, and Roenick. And Goulet taps it in. It's 4-1.
Well, Reed failed to clear. Chelios, good effort to block the clearing attempt, keep it in. Larmer came to his aid, got it into Goulet. Goulet mishandles it, back to Larmer. Larmer pulled down by, attempted by Ramage, squirts to Roenick. Roenick 2-on-0 with Goulet, fakes, waits, then slips it over to Goulet, and all he has to do is put it in the empty net. Roenick with 2 goals in the first has a chance maybe to score himself, but makes the safe, easy play to Goulet, and he buries it. The night they're 0 for 2.
The draw to the near point. Ellett keeping it in center. Tip, they score! A turnaround deflection by Doug Shedden after Ellett just flipped it to the slot, and Shedden with a circling move able to redirect it, and it trickled in by Belfour. It's 4-2 Chicago.
Well, Shedden's 8th goal in 22 games after being called up from the minors. Ellett just flips it towards the net. Shedden let go and forgotten about. After Yanni lost his balance and fell down on the far side, both defensemen up high, forgetting to look behind them, and Shedden snuck in behind and redirected the dump in from Ellett past the startled Ed Belfour. It's a good story because he needed 7 games to get the 400 for the pension, and the Leafs brought him up, and he's played well.
Here's a diving backhand attempt by Kruzhelnyski as he was falling, and Ed Belfour managed to glove it. Here's the draw. Roenick won it to Wilson. Scoops it up the boards. Roenick to the corner. Goulet cuts for the net. Center one. Petit blocked it. Then Goulet scores! Petit blocked the centering pass and went right back to the passer, Goulet. And he fires in his 2nd goal of the game, and it's 5-2 Hawks.
Wilson had the puck at the point. Bank pass off the boards. Defenseman rushed at Roenick, leaving Goulet lots of room. Roenick got it by the defenseman. Goulet working a 2-on-1 with the defenseman. Roenick behind the back pass to Goulet with Ellett up high. He fakes, tries to pass it through Petit. Petit down on his knees. The puck gets back to Goulet alone in front, and he tucks it under Ing. But Goulet had every intention of passing it to Larmer, and Michel Petit went sliding on his knees and kept going to the corner after he broke up the first pass.
Kicked it loose to Goulet. Now Murray. Murray in the near circle trying for Goulet, and the pass just hopped over his stick. And then Goulet pulled down. There's going to be a penalty called here against Ellett. He was slashed across the knee, Goulet was. And Dave Ellett will be sent off here for Toronto. But
it to him. He swatted at it, missed it. Was hacked in the back of the leg. There's no protection there whatsoever in the back of your knee. Well, I think Ellett will be gone for 5 in a game for a deliberate attempt to injure. Happened to negate that lead.
The Leafs player best at that is Reed, and he's out there now as it's dumped into the lead zone. A shot, they score! A funny hop off the boards, and Adam Creighton gets the good bounce and pops it in, and the Hawks on the power play with their 4th goal, and they lead 6-2.
Well, that's just tough luck for Toronto. The puck dumped around the glass. hit a partition. Ing had pulled away from the post, looking behind him. And just dumped around the boards, hits the glass, comes out front, off the side of the net, right out to Creighton. Creighton hits Ing with it, and just has enough momentum to trickle across the line to give the Hawks their 4th power play goal of the night in a 6-2 lead. And still 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go on the power play.
Sometimes that's the type of thing you need to break a slump. Adam Creighton without a single point in his last 5 games. He gets a fortunate bounce off the glass and gets the line, walks into the slot, then a back pass to Creighton in the near corner. Out to the line in Manson. Far point to Yanni. Trent Yanni to Manson along one-timer. He scores! Dave Manson a rocket with a one-timer. 5 power play goals for the Hawks, and they lead 7-2.
Well, Yanni with a nice flat mattress pass. And Manson just blew it by Ing with Creighton there trying to swat at it, but he missed on it. Manson might have the hardest shot on the Blackhawk team. He got all of that one. He just drifted it past Ing. He didn't even have a chance at it.
Went off the side of the goal. In behind the net, it's taken by Goulet. Baronic, a shot and a save by Ing. And Peter Ing under siege on this Hawk power play. Able to shut the door there. Here's the draw now as we start the 3rd period. It's dumped into the Blackhawk zone. Chelios backward, got run over from behind by Thornton. Now Yanni comes and grabs Thornton, and they wrestle in the corner.
Scott Thornton is a big boy. He just came back from the World Junior Championships. He represented Canada, where Canada won the final game 3-2 against the Soviets to win the gold medal. And Thornton, first pick in 1989.
Keenan would like to see more of from Trent Yanni. He's hardly a physical player, but a cheap shot delivered by Thornton as Chelios was vulnerable near that boards in sort of the no man's land area. Now Wendell Clark lost the handle. Here's Larmer for Goulet for the hat trick, and a save by Ing. Rebound is loose in front, and Danfus able to gather it in. Leads for the 2-on-1 the other way. Here's Fenton over the line, moving in, fires, and a save by Belfort, and he gives no rebound. Picked off at the Leaf defense. Then came loose at the line. Chelios bounced it in front. Larmer to Goulet for the hat trick. Hit the post. And Michel Goulet couldn't believe he didn't score there. Now Wilson long shot. And it deflects up high. Ramage looking to clear. Couldn't get it by Wilson. Far point to Chelios. Moving in. Fires. Ing the save. And the rebound to Fenton, who cleared it back into the Hawk zone.
Having it their way here in this hockey game. Get a break on a bounce. Back to Larmer into Goulet, and Goulet looking for the hat trick. Had Ing down and out and shot it off the post.
And clears it with 10 seconds left. And those who remain here in the stadium will help the Hawks celebrate victory number 29. It's all over, and the Blackhawks have won it. In the 3rd period, 10 shots on goal for Chicago, 9 for Toronto. The total's 39-27, favoring the home team.